Hi, Akul.
Hi, how are you, Suchita?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good.
Thanks for coming.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for having me.
Oh, yeah. So, would you like to introduce yourself to our viewers? Like, what exactly you do, what you have done, where you've been born, where are you coming from?
Yeah, sure, no worries. Of course. So, hi everyone. My name is Akul. I'm a real estate agent in the GTA, which is Greater Toronto area. So that encompasses Mississauga, Brampton, Oakville, and so forth. Just to give you an idea, I was born here in Canada. My parents are from India, um, and I have my education done here. So I have a hospitality degree, and I'm a real estate agent.
Oh, so you have done hospitality
Yeah.
and you are a real estate agent. So, this sounds a bit different. So, I've seen people working in the same arena,
Okay.
but no, okay, we'll talk about it. So your parents come over here, right,
Yes, yeah.
as an immigrant
Yeah.
from Canada. In which year they came?
So my dad came in 86
Mm-hmm.
and he studied here. Then he went back, he got married to my mom, and then she came here in 94. They both came in 94.
Okay, so your dad studied here
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
So what did he study?
He studied computer science.
Okay, okay, got that. So they studied. He studied, and then he got married, and then he
And he
came
came with
back
my mom. Yeah.
with your mom. Okay, got it. So, what was the propelling factor for your father to come over here? Was it uh, pure studies, or was it like long term he wanted to settle over here? That's why he pursued studies over here.
So he came here to study, and then he liked the life here. And so then he moved when he in 94 when he got married, he came here with my mom. Yeah.
Okay,
And
okay.
his older brother was here.
Oh, he was
So
already
he
here.
was already here. Yeah.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
what was he doing at that time?
He was working at a company. He's a mechanical engineer.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So, fine. So that means he has some kind of, reference or some
Yeah.
kind of source who can tell him what is Canada about,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So that he can think of moving, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So was the older brother is the one who, inspired him to come over here? How was it? Or was it like his own plan to come over here?
I think it would have been a bit of a mix of a little bit of inspiration, and then
Okay.
my dad also had plans that he wanted to come and live here. Initially, he was just for studying a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
but when he got used to it, and while he was studying, he was living here. He liked the lifestyle here, and then when he went back to India, he knew it was confirmed that no, I like the Canadian lifestyle better.
Okay, so he preferred Canadian
Yeah, yeah,
lifestyle.
yeah.
Okay. So how you see Canada from your own perspective? Like you have been born here,
Hmm.
right? So your perspective must be something different from an immigrant one. But your parents were immigrant,
Yeah.
right? So you might have seen that settling period, and then you might have seen where your one generation is already a Canadian, right?
Yeah.
So how you see Canada?
So I see Canada as a very mellow country, like people-wise. Like they're very nice. They're not very aggressive, and I like that. That I consider myself in that sense. I consider myself as a Canadian because I'm a very soft-spoken person, as you know.
Hmm.
um, so whereas like other countries are the people are a bit more aggressive and a bit more.
So is it like mellow or laid back? There are people who says that, Canada is a country for people who want to retire. How true it is. Is it true or is it's a myth?
Well, I cannot deny. I can't say for if it's. I can't confirm or deny if it's a myth or not. But I don't think it's for retirement people for retirement, because if you retire, you're gonna go somewhere where it's nice and sunny, like Florida. Um, but I mean, here it's a mix in that sense. Like if you want to do well, you have to work hard. nothing's going to come on a free platter for you, um, unless you're really rich and you have people coming to you. But in that sense, no. So I would say mellow, but like if you keep churning, you'll get something out of it.
Okay. Okay. So, how you find Canada different from India? I hope you must have visited India, right?
Yeah, I did. I went this year early February, March. So it was really nice to visit India.
So,
So
how many times did you visited India?
so if you count from when I can start remembering, I would say 3 times. But if you want to count me as a baby, then 4 times.
So, 4 times is like nothing, like, right?
Yeah.
So, means for how long you have been there in India?
So the first time that I can remember, so not counting the when I was a baby, I was there for a couple of months, I believe end of April till August.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so that was the first time I spent a lot of time in India, but I would not pay attention to all the stuff like what the differences are, just the major stuff. Like, we have sewers here, but India doesn't have sewers. You know what I mean? Like they have gutters in India on the side of the road,
Mm-hmm.
but
Mm-hmm.
here we don't have those, right? We have
Mm-hmm.
sewers. So
Mm-hmm.
like I would just look at that at that age.
Okay.
So,
Okay. So, what kind of such differences you come across?
so at that age, those are kind of the differences I came across.
Mm-hmm.
But if you want to look at it like from like when I was 18 to the last time I went in 2014 and now, um, so I see that there are people who are still nice, but there are also people who do fraudulent stuff and scams and stuff, which
So, people like that are all over the world,
there
right?
they are. But I think in a sense because I think India has that image, at least for me, um, and like there's a reason why my parents have moved from there.
Mm-hmm.
So um so like it just kind of cements that, even though I know that it's changing, there are other people in the country that don't do that kind of stuff, but
You're talking about perception, right?
yeah, like
So
my
what kind of perception you made when you stayed in India?
so um I meeting the locals. A lot of the locals are nice and like they do their work. They're hardworking people. They are also like what do you call it? Honest and imandar in that sense. But there are some people who may be a bit greedy who will try to siphon the money out of the government. So like so Taj Mahal, one of the wonders in the world, right? S- when you go there, it's not very well maintained. Like the water fountain in front of it, it's all black. It's polluted. When you see the Taj Mahal up close, like there's some chips here or there. Some paint needs to be done. Right? It's not really well maintained. So there's some people, some employees there who don't do their job properly. They don't try to take initiative and like take pride in their work. So I think that's where India needs to work a little better on.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So what you like best about Canada?
Uh, I like that we have the 4 seasons here:
4 seasons.
the fall, winter, summer, spring.
I think that's just for the words. It literally does not have it.
Well, right now we're in the fall weather.
Yeah, we are in fall weather, but in the same fall weather we have 8 degrees, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's not exactly fall, I would say.
Well,
Yeah,
fall.
of course, the season is there.
Yeah. So I mean, like you look at the trees with in the fall season. You look at the trees, and it, like the leaves are changing colors. It looks very beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is a
yeah,
beautiful sight. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um,
That is the only thing you like about Canada?
no, I love our healthcare.
You love your healthcare.
Yeah, I love the fact that it's universal healthcare.
I would like to know more about it. So what you like about in your healthcare?
I love the fact that, if anyone needs some important surgery or major surgery, right, they don't have to bear the cost on themselves. We all as a team work to make sure that person gets healthy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I view it as that we are a team effort.
And what about when he gets healthy? Like the treatment which is required right now,
Right.
right away, that person has to wait at least for 2 to 3 months to get
Yeah,
that. What
yeah,
about that?
yeah. That part I don't like too much. Yeah, like I know a few things of when my uncle and aunt during the pandemic, like they had a few issues. I don't want to dive into that too much, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So that brought a lot of holes in the healthcare system.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I still like it.
So, is that it, or you have anything more to mention about what you like about Canada?
What else do I like about Canada? The healthcare I love, the seasons I love, the food.
Okay, so we talked about what you like in Canada.
Yeah.
So let's talk about what you don't like in Canada.
What I don't like in Canada, I don't like the snow, and I
Mm-hmm.
don't like the cold weather in the winter times.
Mm-hmm. So that's the common thing for everyone. Well, apart from that.
Apart from that, what I also don't like we touched upon on healthcare, right? To get those appointments and the right diagnosis and all that. That's what I don't like either.
There must be more things.
No, there's not much that I don't like. Yeah,
Seriously?
that's how much I love my country.
Oh. So you should talk more about what you like best in Canada. Like you have just mentioned healthcare,
Yeah,
your seasons, and I think that's it. Like 2 points you have
and food.
mentioned.
The food scene here is great.
The food.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the first person who is talking about food, so we would like to hear about it. So what's good in the food?
So because Canada is a multicultural country,
Mm-hmm.
right? We have food from all over the world.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we have like in Toronto, we have a place called Little Italy, which has all like Italian dessert, like gelato, Italian restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have what is it, Jarachi, which is Little India.
So it's about the different restaurants from different countries,
Yeah, so
right? So
multicultural.
but it's everywhere. Like if you talk about India today,
Hmm.
you'll find all the cuisines over there in at one small mall or city, I would say. So I
Yeah,
don't think that makes a
but
difference.
but what makes it authentic there, right?
Yeah, that's quite
No, no,
authentic.
like what I mean by that is in that in India, who owns that? Who's running that? Is
Oh,
it
of
is it is it
course.
local Indians, or is it an immigrant like from Italy who came to India to live and is running that store?
Of course, I can't comment on that.
Yeah.
But yes, I have eaten in multiple such authentic restaurants,
Yeah.
and I can bet that those are quite authentic. So,
Okay.
what I would like to know, if you talk about food,
Yeah.
it's the food which is either grown here, or it's like the variety of food. Like for example, you talk about India, right?
Yeah.
India has so many dishes,
Right. Right.
right, to
Yeah.
offer,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
especially vegetarians.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if I
Yeah.
go for, and if you walk from one city to another,
Yeah.
you'll change 100 dishes,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So is it something similar over here, or means how's the
Mm.
local food?
So local foods, I have not eaten a lot of local foods, but like we have beaver tails, we have poutine. I'm pretty sure you've heard of poutine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, and so like those are very, very good. My brother loves the poutine here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we had it in Montreal in 2014 when we were there,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, it was amazing.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's come to your professional job struggle. So
Okay.
so so you started as a real estate agent. So how was it? And then I have heard you are doing another job as well.
Yeah.
So let's talk about on those lines.
Okay. So yes, I'm a real estate agent, and yes, I am working full time somewhere else right now. To while I build up my real estate business. Um, So a lot of agents do this when they get into real estate. A lot of them work full-time jobs and do real estate part-time. And when they have their real estate career taking off, then they kind of quit their job or leave their job, whatever they do, and focus on real estate.
So you're saying it's very common scenario to do
Yeah,
like
it's a
that.
common thing. Yeah.
Okay, so I got that. So what's your current job, and how you got that?
So currently, I'm working as a chamber operator at York Hyperbaric Oxygen
Okay,
Therapy. So I'm
okay. So somehow you get an opportunity to work there,
yeah,
and you grabbed it,
yeah.
right? Okay. So coming to your profession right now.
Okay.
So how did you get an idea of being a real estate agent?
So I was working at a hotel while I was getting my hospitality degree, and because of the pandemic, I was furloughed, and so I was selling rooms there. So I thought bigger and sell houses. So that's how I got the idea of real estate.
Okay. So how did you do you need any license to do real estate, or means did you give some exam? Did you studied something? Means how you actually entered the real estate
Yeah,
world?
so there is a real estate program through Humbert that you have to do, and
Okay.
you do need a license to practice real estate in Ontario.
How long the program is?
It's about 7 exams and 5 courses with 2 simulations.
Oh,
So yeah,
so how
it's
how long that
self-study.
course is?
It's self-study, so it's you work at it on your own speed.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay. So it's not like a regular,
yeah. It's not like
kind of graduate course or something
no,
like that.
no,
No. So
no.
it's a you may say a kind of certification, an
Yeah,
online course which you can do
yeah,
on your own.
yeah,
It's a self-paced program,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah,
That's what you mean to
yeah,
say.
yeah,
Okay. And you need to pass that,
yeah.
right? That exam. And then you have to apply for license.
Yeah, so when you pass that, um, you find a brokerage that you want to work with, and when you find that brokerage, then they will submit your application for your license.
How you find that brokerage? It's your choice
Your choice.
with whom you want to work.
Yeah.
So how you approach those broker companies?
So I called them and I asked them some questions, and like I interviewed them and they interviewed me, and whatever I thought was a good fit for me, well, based on my criteria, I picked it.
So are these companies are open to hire anyone, or do they have some criteria? Means I would say, like, if suppose you
Yeah.
have chosen your current one,
Yeah.
so how the company actually approved or said that okay, fine, I want to hire a cool.
So it's not hiring. They don't. It's not like you're applying for a job at a company.
Okay.
Okay. You're an independent contractor.
Okay.
Um, so you're a business owner. So you're just, in a sense, that you're using their support to help you build up your business.
Okay, so how do they help you?
So they. So I'm with Keller Williams. So I do training there, right? So they give you that support. Um, they also give you, because it's a brick and mortar, they have an office, so you can meet your clients at the office, um, and that's how they help me. Yeah,
So it's kind of infrastructure they provide you.
yeah,
They provide you with trainings.
yeah.
And do you have any existing mentor with you assigned, in your deals? Is
So
it something like
no,
that?
so there's no mentors like that, but Keller Williams has a good training program, and they give you coaches. So in a group, like you have coaches, and then they can just guide you through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So basically, you make use of their system, their listings. Am
They
I
well, not
correct?
listings, because you build your own listings.
Okay.
Okay.
But
Uh,
there must be some database where they might
Yeah,
be.
that comes with TREB. That's another thing.
That's come with what?
That's a Toronto Real Estate Board.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you see all the listings,
Okay.
what the houses are on sale, for lease, or
So that's not related with the company with which you are
no.
working. So is it like it comes once you get the license?
What do you mean?
Automatically it comes to you,
What
like
the
the database you're talking about?
No, no.
No.
That would come.
How you could get the access to it, or it's accessible to everyone?
No, it's not you're not a real estate agent, so it's not accessible to you.
Mm-hmm.
So when you finish your application, you finish your program, you choose your brokerage, they submit your application for your license, and through that it'll go to the real estate board, and then you can pay those fees, and then you get onto it.
Okay, so you have to pay the
Yeah.
fees. How much is the fees around?
So including RICO and Toronto Real Estate Board, it's about $3,000.
$3,000. And how much did your license cost?
My license costed me um, $500.
$500.
Yeah.
Okay. And is there any extra fees for the material which you studied, or that
No,
was
it's all
like
included in that program.
it's all included in the program for which you get the license, which costed you around $500, right?
That's a separate thing. So when you finish that, you apply for, you interview your brokerages, you find the best fit for yourself, and when they will submit the application for you, and then yeah, you pay those fees. I say they come across to you.
So the course which you studied, right?
Yeah,
I want to know about it. How you come to know about that course, from where you should do that, and is there any fees involved to start that course as well?
yeah, there are fees. Like you're paying per course. So I wouldn't say you for the real estate program you're paying per course and per simulation. So that's how it works.
Mm-hmm. How
Um,
much it is?
I don't remember on top of my head. You'll have
Mm-hmm.
to just go to Humber Real Estate Program and go to the website and see what they charge
Okay,
me.
so maybe we'll take it as a I'll inbox it.
Okay.
So how difficult is to graduate in some stream and work in other?
So like that depends on the individual. I wouldn't say that it's very difficult or really easy or anything like that. That's up to the individual how they want to see it as. So there's not much differences between what I studied and what I'm doing because they both are highly service intensive and uh, and I'm talking to people. So the only difference is that what I'm selling. So when I was at the hotel, I was selling hotel rooms, but I'm now a real estate agent. I'm selling homes. So I'm selling stuff. It's just that I'm not at a hotel. So there's not much difference.
Got that. Got that. So, being a Canadian, as you're saying, you prefer to be called Canadian. So, how you feel job market is, and what all opportunities are here in Canada? So,
So I think the job market is doing well right now. Yeah, there's always ups and downs, like every market has it. Um, and the opportunities here, I think there are endless. Like if you keep looking, you will find something that you will want to do.
so what about like when we compare job markets of like usually a comparison is U.S. job market, Canada job market, and India job market. So
Okay.
usually these three comparisons comes to mind. Whosoever is in Canada or have come from India,
Yeah.
you have roots in India. So how you feel, how Canadian job market is different from India?
From India, the job market is different. I think in India there's a lot more people opening businesses, but there's also a bigger population compared to for Canada, right? Um, Here, there are a lot of people who opened a lot of their own businesses. Like I opened my own real estate business, even though it's not a firm or anything. But um, so there are opportunities. There are a lot of stuff like that. But I think the main thing is that some people look at small businesses as a frowned upon thing. Like if I was to open a pizza store, some people would think that's a frowned upon thing, which is not. It's a small business. So I think it's just the mindset that needs to change.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So, this is all we talked about your professional struggles. So let's talk about your personal struggles. So, like, though you call yourself Canadian,
Okay.
but you have Indian roots, right?
Yeah.
So, so how you coped up over here? Like, of course, like it's in our looks, right? We are Indians, right?
Right. Right.
So did you find anything which was which you didn't like or which you
Right. Yeah.
liked? So how difficult was it for you to adjust over here, or the people over here, how they have embraced you, as an individual? So I would like to talk on those lines, like
Mhm.
how was your
My childhood,
life?
basically.
Sorry.
My childhood.
Yeah, of course,
Okay.
your childhood, like, because whenever you move to another country,
Yeah.
you always become worried about racism,
Okay.
right? And you get worried about being you know blaming one community for one
Okay.
thing or the other,
Right.
right?
Right.
So how you see how Canada do at that part?
So because I was born here, I did my schooling from the beginning here. There was not any moves like that from a country to another country. So um, I didn't have any big issues like that. The only thing that I would say for me was a big issue was that whenever I would take lunches for school, it would be like dal chawal or something like that. And so other kids, they don't know a lot about Indian food. And so when you try to explain it to them, then they're not used to it and all that kind of stuff. So then at that, especially at that age when I was there, there was not a lot of Indian kids or brown kids, I should say. So that part took a bit of adjustment, but I don't think that's the case now. Um, but again, I can't comment on that because I don't have any kids that are going to school, and I'm not giving them.
But anyways, it's not just about being in school, right?
Yeah,
So all over, like
yeah,
all walks of life, right?
yeah.
So do you see any racism, or would you say that people are quite open-minded, and you haven't seen anything like that, or you are fortunate enough, but you have seen it,
Yeah.
happening with someone else?
So I'm fortunate that it hasn't happened to me. Um, I've not seen it. Um, but if it does happen, it should not happen.
Mm-hmm.
You should take a stand.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm just very fortunate that it didn't happen to me or anyone I know or when I
Great.
went to
So,
school.
so this is a quite positive sign, right? So usually,
Yeah,
people are worried about moving to another country, um, because this is one of the factors, right,
right,
where people decide which country to move, which not,
right, right.
right? So yeah, so this seems to be a good point.
Yeah.
So what are your future plans, Akul? So you have been in graduate in hospitality, you're working as a real estate agent, and now you are working at chamber, right, what we are
Yeah,
calling about.
yeah.
So all three different work zones. So what future you're looking for yourself?
Uh, I want to own hotels, really. That's my end goal.
Okay.
Um, uh, that's my end goal. But I also want to have my real estate career. So
So do you like to own hotel, or do you like to own restaurant?
I would say hotels.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I may dabble into the restaurant business when I feel confident enough. Right now, I don't feel as confident. I feel a bit
Mm-hmm.
more confident in hotels, but hotels are very expensive. So I just want to make some money for that and then go into that.
So what are you planning for achieving your goal?
What do you mean by that?
So what you're planning to achieve your goal, in the sense, like if you plan to own hotels,
Yeah.
right? So what's your strategy is going to be?
So my strategy is, well, right now just focus on selling homes. Right now,
Mm-hmm.
just take it step by step. So sell homes. Then when I feel like I have conquered the residential market, then maybe dive into commercial, and then that's how I can get into hotels.
Okay, got
Yeah,
that. So it's a long-term plan you
yeah,
have, right?
yeah, yeah.
So any tips for newcomers, or who just landed in Canada, for job search, which you would like to give?
Um, in business school and actually in school in general, they would always say your network is the most important thing. So if you have any friends or family here, ask them to give you a referral into a company. Um, that would be my recommendation. And then number two would be go on job search websites like Indeed and do your job search there. And if you need to do some education more, always go for that. Like my dad came here, he did computer science in Seneca College, and now he's a senior IT manager at TD. So no one says no to education.
Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. So tips for someone who want to be a real estate agent.
So someone who wants to be a real estate agent, first off, I'm gonna say hire me, not them.
Okay.
Jokes aside, if you want to be a real estate agent, um, you got to do the program from Humber. It's online, self study. Find your brokerage, um, and then they will guide you through. Um, it is a little tough for real estate. I will say that. So, like, I'm working right now full time and working real estate part time, and hoping to go full time. So keep that in mind that it is a lot of expenditures here. Um, but it is a great feeling when you make a sale. There's nothing like that.
So we really hope, Akul, you get your first sale maybe before the end of this year so that you can throw us a party.
Actually, I got my first sale yesterday. The closing
Seriously?
happened yesterday.
You sold a home?
I leased a home.
You leased a home.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, your first deal?
My first deal.
Wow, where was it?
Toronto, Etobicoke.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a condo or it's a
Condo
townhouse?
apartment.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So how much money you made out of it?
That's private.
But
Thank you.
congratulations. That's everything happens with baby steps. So you have
Yeah.
already taken your baby step,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Now I want to fly.
So good. So we are so happy for you, and
Thank
we
you.
really wish all the best. And
Thank you.
maybe these such baby steps you'll take more and reach your dream of hotels.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thanks for taking out time for us, Akul. See you soon sometime.
See you soon. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for
Thank
having me.
you. Bye.
Bye bye.